What's up, Sig Squad? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you guys my SnD classes. I get asked this all the time by you guys on stream and on videos asking, when am I going to make this video? Well, today is the day. We're making the SnD class video today. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you guys what classes I run in SnD and what I think is the best. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you do. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, join the Sig Squad, and let's hop right into it. Alright, before we get into this video, I want to specify, because probably some of you asking, why do I think that I know the best setups in search? Well, I'm currently 4th Prestige, 100% search and destroy only. I'm an SND only player. I've played a lot of SND. I think I've used pretty much everything in the game. I've used a pretty good amount, found the best guns, found the best setups. So that's why I'm going to showcase them today. If there's a setup that I'm going to show you guys that you absolutely hate and you think is really dumb, do me a favor. Don't go leave me a paragraph hate comment telling me how dumb this setup is. Feel free to say I prefer this over this personally. But don't give me a paragraph book long freaking hate comment telling me I'm a moron, because I'm not going to read it. I really don't care. These are the setups I run. These are the setups that work for me. So I'm going to use them. If you guys would like to use them, you can. You don't have to though. So I just want to specify that before getting into this video. I know all you keyboard warriors every once in a while like to go on these class videos and tell me how dumb I am. So I just want to specify that before going in. But these are the classes we're rocking. Let's get into it. Alright, starting off with my rush class, alright? This game, I kind of separate the classes into 3 categories. You've got your fast rush class, you've got your mid rush class, then you've got the rifle class, which is the slow pace class. And there's certain weapons that go under each category. So starting off, we've got my fast rush class, which is my Spitfire class. Is typically the weapon I tend to run on my Spitfire. I run extended mags, fast mags, and FMJ on it. FMJ to pierce that armor. That extended mags and fast mags, because this thing goes through a lot of ammo fast. It's nice to be able to reload fast and have more bullets in the clip. Now, perks-wise, this is the setup that I run if I'm on a close-range map and I just want to rush balls deep. I've got Ruin on, like I'm on Summit or firing range, and I'm just going as fast as I possibly can, getting behind him, getting as many kills as possible, going in. Either I'm going to rush and get a quad feed or I'm going to die. This is that class. I'm running Lightweight, Gung-Ho, and Dead Silence. Lightweight and Dead Silence, pretty self-explanatory. Dead Silence you should have on every single SND class in the game. If you don't have Dead Silence on every single SND class, you will probably raise your KD by like 100 points just by putting Dead Silence on, because it's unbelievably helpful. And then I also have Lightweight on so I can move quick, and then Dead Silence to stay quiet. Now, the different one, this is new, Gung-Ho. Now, Gung-Ho in the past CODs has been trash. No one's used Gung-Ho, no one's wanted to use it because it's just like, it lets you move quickly, lets you sprint, and lets you sprint while firing your weapon, right? And using equipment while sprinting, right? That's never been that great. No one's really ever had an issue. Never been that great, because typically there's always like been like a glitch. I know there was like, I think it was Advanced Warfare had a glitch where like your ADS slower with Gung-Ho. And there was all these little things that made Gung-Ho not very good in pretty much every COD it's been in. Well, in this game, they added a little thing. Recover from sprint faster. That's what makes it better. Basically what they're saying is it's like the quick draw perk from Modern Warfare 3. Or dexterity from Black Ops 2. I know we have dexterity in this game, but it's not like exactly the same. Basically, what it's going to do is when you finish sprinting, it's going to let you pull your gun up quicker and get out of the sprint so that you can challenge a gunfight quicker. So for someone who's running like crazy super fast through the spawn, getting behind people, getting random head-on gunfights, it's really nice to be able to recover from sprinting really faster, to be able to shoot them and mow them down with an SMG. So definitely would suggest running Gung-Ho, Lightweight, and Dead Silence for your rush class here. Now, gear-wise, I run the same gear on all my classes. I run Stim Shot. Now, there's 3 different gears that work good in search. You have Stim Shot, you have Body Armor, and you have Acoustic Sensor. Why do I run Stim Shot over Body Armor, Acoustic Sensor? Partially personal preference, but there is reasons why. Body Armor is what I ran in the beta. Body Armor was the best of the beta because Body Armor was super OP in the Black Ops 4 beta. And now, though, Body Armor, it kind of sucks due to a lovely attachment called FMJ, which is AP rounds, which we had in the beta. We had AP rounds, but now FMJ and AP rounds are combined, and Body Armor has been weakened since the beta because it was really good in the beta. So if I always have FMJ on, which I have on pretty much all of my setups, it goes through people, and even without FMJ, Body Armor is just really not that helpful now. It's just really not that good. I wouldn't really suggest running it. Now, Acoustic Sensor is what we're left with. Acoustic Sensor, and we have Stim Shot. Which one do we go with? I'd choose Stim Shot over Acoustic Sensor. Reason why? One, Acoustic Sensor is kind of scummy, a little scummy, because it is really good. Acoustic Sensor is really strong, but the thing about Acoustic Sensor is it's kind of overkill. it's kind of overkill. Sound whoring in this game, as long as you have dead silence on, sound whoring is pretty simple to begin with, and acoustic sensor makes it almost too easy to hear people. Like, you can hear people halfway across the map with acoustic sensor on, therefore it's sometimes hard to narrow down where specific enemies are because you're hearing everybody all around you, including your teammates being loud. It's kind of hard to narrow down a specific person, whereas if you just have dead silence on and no acoustic sensor, the people that are near you that you actually need to worry about and need to hear, you're gonna hear. Now, you also have the sixth sense thing, which is great for letting you know when people are in corners, or if you're not sure where an enemy is that you're hearing, it kind of specifies for you a little bit. But overall, I think if you do hear them with just dead silence on, it's pretty easy to pinpoint exactly where they are. And whereas if the acoustic sensor, you hear one guy, you hear like 3 more next to him, right? And it's hard to specify where exactly they are. And then sixth sense is really helpful for corners as well, but you could just simply check your corners. So overall, I kind of feel like acoustic sensor is just a little overkill. It's really good, but it's overkill. You can go with either one if you rather acoustic sensor, go for it. Personally, I'm gonna go stim shot though, because I want to be able to heal whenever I want to heal and not have to heal. I want to go get in a gunfight, heal, not realize there's a second enemy, another one come across me, and not be able to heal when I kill that guy. You know, and then have just more people. I tend to get in gunfights. People that don't run stim shot tend to get in a lot of situations where they wish they had stim shot. That's just what I've noticed. It's a general consensus from playing this game, is whenever I don't have stim shot on, I wish I had it on and I wish I could heal quicker. So stim shot is always the one that I tend to go with in this game. Personally going to run it over acoustic sensor. Now, weapons for this class, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Your fast-paced SMGs, typically I would run the Spitfire, the SOG, or the MX9. The MX9 is kind of an in-between SMG. It's alright, it's not great. Definitely would run rapid fire on this gun. Rapid fire, FMJ, and advanced mags is what I typically run on it, and it's pretty solid. Overall, really, it's just not the best gun in the game. It's kind of that SMG you run at level 1, that's good, but then you unlock better SMGs, and you want to use those. Now, the Spitfire is my personal favorite one to run in the game, and because the Spitfire is basically a Vesper or a Scorpion Evo from past CODs. The gun shoots really quick, and in the beta, they nerfed it and made it really hard to control the recoil, but now in this game, I feel like they buffed it again a little bit. I don't know, but it's easier to control the recoil. It really reminds me of the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2, and this thing just shreds enemies, especially for a fast rush class. This is probably the best gun I would run in this situation. If you're just trying to balls deep, rush into the spawn, destroy a lot of enemies, the Spitfire is the one to go with, because you just absolutely, it melts. It really seriously melts. Another solid SMG is the SOG. Now, the SOG is basically the MSMC if the MSMC got a lot of hit markers. Alright, it's kind of a dumbed down MSMC, which is why I wouldn't say it's the best SMG game. A lot of people say it's the best. I personally disagree. I think the Spitfire is the best in the game. But mid-range wise, I could see SOG has some mid-range. It's alright, but the gun gets a lot of hit markers and has a very small magazine. It only has 36 bullets in the mag, and you can't have extended mags for it, which in SND, I mean, the amount of hit markers this gun gets, I feel like I can only get 1 kill and then I like have to reload, or I get lucky and get 2 kills. You just can't really deal with a lot of people with this gun. Whereas the Spitfire, you go through ammo really quick, but you have extended mags and fast mags, so you can just reload no problem and just keep going through them and through them and through them. So that's why Spitfire I'd say is the best option here. But other good ones are the MX9 and SOG. Those are both decent options, but Spitfire is number 1. Now, my next class is my mid-range class. Now, this class I'm not running gung-ho on because I'm not die-hard rushing. I'm not going too insane with it. I'm not going to be die-hard rushing their spawns. I don't really need gung-ho to pick up my weapon really unbelievably fast. I'm running lightweight, dead silence, and then I'm running stim shot, obviously. And then I'm running my GKS. This class is really specifically my GKS class because this is the only like really good mid-range SMG. Another mid-range SMG in this game is the Cordite. Cordite has a lot of range. The only downside with the Cordite is that since this game came out, it's been trashed. They need to buff this thing. I haven't even used it. I used it on the default class and I was like, this is trash. I've picked it up a few times since. It's really just not that good right now, and it sucks because the Cordite was probably the SMG I was looking forward to the most in this game, and of course it kind of sucks. So for now, the mid-range class only resorts to the GKS right now, which I'm rocking long barrel 2, grip, and grip 2 on. Now grip and grip 2, if you guys know that ICR is unbelievably good because of grip 2, which is basically toughness from Black Ops 2. So you have less recoil, and then grip 2 gives you less flinch, which is really solid, and then long barrel 2 for that extra damage range, and bullets hit their target faster. GKS is really solid with these 4 attachments on. Without these 4 attachments, this gun isn't that good. It's really not. I think once you get these 4 attachments, that's when this gun is able to shine and be really freaking good. Alright guys, now we've got my rifle class. This is the class that I run Typically, you run on the long-range maps, you run this map on, on an icebreaker, just any map in the game. If you need to clutch up and you're in an 0-3 situation, this is the class you're running around. This is the God class. The rifle class of this game, because rifles are so dominant, and this is the best rifle. We have got the ICR with red dot grip, grip 2, and FMJ to pierce armor, grip for less recoil, even though this gun has 0 recoil. The grip 1's kind of just to run grip 2 because grip 2 gives you toughness. And this thing, when I say it has 0 recoil, I mean, you put grip and grip 2 on this thing, you walk up to a wall, you shoot it, it's just going to be one little circle on the wall because it has absolutely no recoil. It is literally the ACR from Modern Warfare 2. No recoil, high damage, mows down every enemy in the game. It is overpowered, and this gun really needs to be nerfed, but it's not nerfed yet, so it's still the best gun, and everybody runs it, and you need to have an ICR class. Whether you want to use the ICR or not, you need to have an ICR class just to handle people that when you run into a full party of people running ICR. So you need to have a gun that can compete with the ICR, and the only thing that competes with the ICR is another ICR. Now I'm rocking Stim Shot, I'm rocking Tac Mask, lightweight, dead silence safe for silent, obviously, lightweight to move quicker, and Tac Mask so that I can avoid 9-bangs. Now, typically, a lot of times when you're head glitching in this game or whatnot, you tend to get 9-bang when you're in like a certain situation or in a group of teammates. 9-bangs happen a lot, and 9-bangs are really annoying in this game. And Tac Mask doesn't completely get rid of the 9-bang effects like Tac Mask has in the past. Like, I know in COD Ghost, you had Tac Mask on, didn't affect you at all, but in this game, it still affects you, just you get out of it a lot quicker, which tends to be really helpful. I find that I'll get 9-bang, and by the time the enemy chases me down after 9-banging me, I'll be back enough to aim and kill them because I have Tac Mask on, which is really solid. Now, other great rifles to run in this game, the Maddox is really solid. The Vapor's alright. A lot of people praise the Vapor, but it just doesn't have the range that it needs to have for a rifle class, I think. It just doesn't have that range. The Maddox certainly does have a lot of range. And then the TAC rifles, you've got the Auger DMR, which is probably the best TAC rifle in the game. This thing is a 2-shot god, especially with the Operator mod. You can 2-shot people and destroy them. I currently have not even unlocked the Operator mod for this gun, but I've picked it up a few times, and it's really solid. But I haven't got a chance to use this gun a lot. I've just recently started getting into it, and it's really solid, so I wish you're just running this one. If you would like to use it, it's really good. But assault rifles, ICR, Maddox, and then the Auger DMR are probably the best ones. Another decent one, the Swordfish and the ABR are both decent ones to mention. The Swordfish is solid, but you can't have stock for the Swordfish, and stock on rifles is really good. And I just find the Swordfish is really hit or miss. I just kind of think this gun is really hit or miss. If you're going to run a burst gun, I would run the ABR because of the burst accelerator, or they rechanged it. They tell it the repeater. The repeater is what they renamed it to. In the beta, it was called the burst accelerator. Basically, what it does is it makes this gun an auto burst, and after each burst, it shoots even quicker. So this gun melts. It just absolutely melts, and you can run stock 2 on it, so you can drop shot and strafe, which is really solid. So the ABR is a really solid one to run, but overall, the Auger and the ICR and the Maddox will be my top 3 to run on the rifle class. Okay, real quick, let me go over the specials. The top 3 specialists to run in Search and Destroy are Ajax, Recon, and Ruin. Ruin for rushing, Recon for your rifle classes, and then Ajax just doesn't matter. Overall, Ajax is just really good because the 9-bang is just godly. Now, anyways, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Join the Seek Squad. These are the best classes to run in SnD. In my opinion, like I said, what works for me may not work for you. Anyways, I will catch you on the next one. Seek and Destroy is Besiger.